guys, Lala, and you're watching Lala Tarot. Today we're taking a look at 5 new decks that I have gotten recently in my collection. I just wanted to kind of talk through these and look at some of their pairs or things that I think might look nice with them. So sit back, relax, and grab you a cup of something warm and cozy. Let's get right into these 5 decks. The first one that I picked up that came out recently is called the Magic Spells Oracle by Judica Isles or Ills. This one is a very nice deck. It's published by Wiser Books, and you're going to get a total of 36 cards and an Oracle guidebook. I've been really enjoying this one, I think because of the energy with it. Look at the inside of the box and how cute that looks. I really like that. It does come, like I said, with a really nice guidebook, and then the cards are really nice too. It reminds me of a Hay House Oracle, so I really like that. They're very simple, very simple. They have the element at the top, a keyword, and a couple of or the title of the card, and then a couple of keywords. And again, just very simple, straight to the point, and sometimes you need that in your oracles. So this is one that I have been working with and enjoying. And it's kind of like, I know it talks about like spells and things like that, especially in your guidebook, but this one kind of feels like adding on a couple of, magical elements to your readings, like the witch broom, or, the crystal ball, a candle. It kind of makes me feel like that, like all of the different elements a magical witch would use. And so, like I said, I've been really enjoying working with this one lately. And I've paired it up with the Urban Crow Oracle. This just gave me an opportunity to take out my Urban Crow Oracle because I hadn't used it in quite some time. So this deck just gave me, an opportunity and reminded me of this oracle that I have in my collection. And so I paired them up and they go so perfectly. Okay, so first of all, the whole crow theme, I think, is just really drawing me in with the crows inside of the box, and on the backs of these cards, it's just drawing me in. And so the Urban Crow Oracle obviously has nothing but a ton of crows, so it made me think that they would go together well. Obviously, there's a difference in how thick the cards are. This is a Hay House deck, and you can see there's a clear difference in how many cards you get and how thick the cards are, but the size of them are just the same. And look at that. Yeah, I definitely just feel like these are vibing together for me. I did a couple of readings with it, and it came out pretty good. I'm not a dragon person, but I'll take it. So yeah, I've been enjoying how these work together. Scavenge, vitality, renewal, and hope. Resistance with the evil eye. Protection. Okay. Yeah, I think I can do these together and just add on my Crow Tarot that I have with that. I think that will look pretty good together. So let me know what you guys think about this. This is new to my collection. There we have the crystal ball. Yeah, this is new to my collection, and I've just been pairing it up with the Urban Crow Oracle. I thought that would be a nice touch. But let me know what you guys think about this deck here. It's new here. It just came out recently. And this is the Magic Spells Oracle. The next deck I want to talk about is the Accasha Oracle by Emily Nicole. This is one that I had on my wish list for a couple weeks after it came out. It's published by Rockpool. Beautiful box. You get 48 cards, which is a lot for Rockpool because I believe they're typically like 36. So you get the 48 cards and a guidebook, a very nice 2-piece box with some gold foliage on that box there. Very pretty and lovely. There's the inside of the box there. And let's take a look at these cards. Now, it does come with a couple of extra cards here in case you want to look at plays, era, and dates. You can use like your pendulum with that. And the cards themselves do come with the gold foil on the edges there. Very pretty. I love the backs of this. Now, I don't have too many like black and white themed decks really, but I was excited to get this one because it does have black and white with a little bit of color, and I thought that it would be perfect with one of my black and white tarots that I wanted to use, and I just hadn't found the right fit, you know. So when I saw this come out, I said, oh, this is perfect for the deck that I'm going to pair this up with, and I'll show you guys that in a moment. But you can see each one has a flower, and it will tell you the flower, and it does give you, you know, a title or keyword so that you have something to associate the flower meaning with. So here we have jasmine and love, very beautiful. Yin energy and hibiscus. Abandonment and the weeping willow. I love this. I like this. I think you can do some really great deep readings with this one, and I'm excited to see how it works out for me in my collection. Because like I said, I don't have too many black and white decks, and so that just reminded me of the Tarot of the Abyss. Now, this is one of my favorite decks, but I don't use it often because, again, I didn't really know where to put it and where it fit in my collection. So now that I have the Accasha Oracle, I think I found out where to put it. So let's take a look at these two side by side and go from there. Okay, so we have our oracle here, and then here's the Tarot of the Abyss. And I just want you guys to kind of take a look at the colors, how it works together. We have the 6 of Wands and Doubt. Oh wow, the 4 of Wands and Home. That's perfect. The 5 of Wands and Loss. Yeah, that's perfect. Network and the Chariot. Forgiveness and the 3 of Swords. Yeah, I think these are going to be perfect together. Looking forward to working with these. Look at how all the cards are just aligning. The Battle and the 7 of Wands. I mean, all the cards are just working together flawlessly. So I definitely am going to work with this more now. King of Pentacles, family. I'm enjoying this a lot. I could probably go on and on and on, but I think you guys get the point, you know, in terms of how these cards look together. And yeah, I'm loving it so much. So that is the Tarot of the Abyss, and I paired this one up with the Accasha Oracle. The third deck I want to look at is the Tarot of the Green and Codex by Llewellyn, or Lo Scarabeo, I should say. I just bought this through Llewellyn. It's a really nice box, magnetic box there. Look how beautiful that baby is. And huge storage box, but the presentation is really beautiful. This is the inside of the box, and what it looks like is going to give you that woodsy feeling. So I really like that presentation a lot. Really nice for storing on your bookshelf. And it does come with this guidebook here, and it's not too thick. And, you know, for a Llewellyn guidebook, typically they're huge. They do give you a colored picture. You'll get kind of like this poem, and then you'll also get an extended meaning for each one. And then for your minors, you won't get a picture, and you'll get a little shorter of a meaning and poem, but there you have it. And then it does have some spreads in the front. A really nice guidebook, straight to the point, and I really do like that. The cards, I am falling in love with them a little bit more each time I use them. Here are the little backs of them. Really nice. And it has a nice thick cardstock as well. But yeah, like I said, each time I use these, I am just falling in love with them a little bit more each time. And just trying to picture, like, where do I fit this? Where do I fit this in my collection? They kind of remind me of the Sacred Sisterhood Tarot. So I think I'm going to try those together and see how they look. This is the Devil, and it has like this little mirror, which is pretty cool. I thought this deck was very creative. Whoever made this, actually, that's the name. Let me show you guys the name of the creator there. I'm not going to try to pronounce that, but you see the name. And I thought it was pretty creative, you know, how they came up with the cards. Each one is very different, full of color, full of life, but still giving you that kind of a woodsier feeling for me personally. But yeah, I'm excited to work with this and see exactly where it fits the best here in my collection. The deck that I chose to pair is the Green Witch Oracle. Now, I haven't looked at these two side by side, so we're actually going to do that together for the first time for me. I just kind of got a feeling that maybe it might work. So let's take a look and see if it in fact does work. I don't know. But sometimes when I get new decks in my collection, you know, some of my other decks that I already have, they'll kind of call out to me like, hey, you know, I want to work with that. So this is the Green Witch Oracle. And it kind of called to me when I picked this one up. You know, I was reminded of this deck. So I'm thinking that they might pair nicely. Let's take a look and see. Let's see. Okay. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Let's take a look. Okay. I think it's bringing out more of those flowers and herbs and things that the Green Codex Tarot does include. You know, it definitely has plants. So I think, you know, this deck is just kind of drawing those out a little bit more. And I don't hate that. I like that. I could see myself definitely using these two together. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I can get into it. Got the Emperor, the Lady of the Herbs. So you guys let me know what you think about this little pairing here. Again, when I buy something, it has to fit. It has to fit with something, you know. Otherwise, I'll find myself just not using it enough. So I always need them to have some sort of match or pair. And this one I actually really do like. Yeah, I can see myself using these two together. Let me know what you guys think about this pairing. Okay, this is the Green Witch Oracle, and I paired this one up with the tarot of the green Codex, and this one here is published by Los Scarabeo. Okay, so we're down to our last two. Deck number 4 is the Tarot of Secrets by Tess Whitehurst, and the artwork is by Anna Noves. Now, she is the person who designed the Feminine Myths Oracle and the there's another one that she did, the Nova Witch Tarot, I believe. And I have both of those in my collection. Very beautiful. This one is along the same lines, but a little bit lighter, a little bit more color versus the black and white themes. And I got this one from Llewellyn as well. It's very beautiful. I love the inside of the box. And it kind of gives me a little bit of the starseed light worker sort of energy. So that is how I've been connecting with it. It comes with a very, very thick guidebook here. This is the guidebook. This is the back of it. Published by Blue Angel. And you can see it's thick. It's a thick one. So you will have to really sit with this and have the time to study and go through if you really want to learn more about the cards. But here they are. They are very large. Okay, so this is not going to be your standard tarot size. In fact, let me do a comparison so you guys can see the difference. I think this one would be like a standard tarot. So you guys can see this is a lot wider and a lot taller than your standard tarot card. Okay, which I love. Okay, so these are that. Very pretty. Now, it does have some nudity in it, so I'll probably get a restriction on my YouTube video, but I'll try to see if I can blur out any nudity. But take a look. Just take a look at these cards and how pretty they are. And like I said, I've been getting like a work your light sort of, you know, light worker vibe from these. And I like that. I had to sit with these for a couple days just to feel them out, before I actually read with them or did anything with them. I just wanted to feel them out a little bit better. So I like that they have different color borders for most of the cards. They're very colorful. I love the vases that they've used. I love how abstract, and this is so different, right? It's not straightforward. You really can leave this up to your interpretation, which could be different. Every time you use the deck, you can pull from something different. And so I really do enjoy that. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness. So the deck that I chose to pair up with this beauty, let's take a look at that. Okay. I chose my Moonology Messages Oracle. As you can see, this is very colorful as well, so I figured it would fit right on in. So let's take a look at these two side by side. And I edged mine in like a lime green color. Okay, and let's just take a look at these two. All right, so the 8 of Vases or the 8 of Cups, and we have self-regulation. The 6 of Swords, meant to be. I do like this, yeah. I like this a lot together. Let's see. I'm trying to avoid any nudity. So I'm being careful with the cards that I show. Focus and the Hierophants. Very nice. Boundaries, the 7 of Coins. Yeah, I mean, I think these work very well. They're all out of the box and, you know, take you to outer space or different, you know, just a different realm or different universe, you know, than here. So I'm enjoying that. The only thing I will say is that my King of Coins came damaged. I don't really know what this is on the card. It's like stuck in there. So I'm pretty sure this is just a printing error that they had. But that's the only card that came damaged. Other than that, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think about this here combination between the Moonology Messages Oracle and the Tarot of Secrets. And this again is by it's by Blue Angel. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think about this combination here, and if this is something that you plan on picking up. The final deck of this video is going to be an indie deck that I got from Etsy. It's called the Little Witchcrafts Oracle. Super cute. 52 cards and a guidebook by Michelle Peters. This one is a beauty, and I got this from Etsy on a very nice sale. And I don't know, something about this really was what I needed, you know, for fall. Like, it gave me a lot of fall energy. I think the presentation is very beautiful. You get a very nice guidebook as well, nice and thick with color pictures and lots of information. So this is one that I'm delighted to have. Let me show this to you guys. I got one more card in here. Excuse me for bumping the camera. Okay, so this is the deck. It's really cute. These are the little backs. And it's not edged to anything yet. I'm not sure that I will edge it. But look at how nice this feels. It has this really like rustic vibe. And I do have some rustic oracles, and one specifically that's called the Rustic Oracle. So I like to use these like that, especially with like my barnyard sort of decks, things that I use with like horses, farms, things like that. Vintage filling decks. I love that. The keyword is super helpful. You don't have to rely on the guidebook unless you absolutely want to. And you guys know I love the cornbread card. Oh my goodness, how cute. You can pair this up with something that has to do with like bees or like southern decks. I like that a lot. And I had a really great customer service experience with Michelle. She's very nice, super nice and friendly and helpful. And I got these for a really nice price. And overall, I'm just very excited about this deck and pleased with my purchase. I did receive the deck really quickly after shipping or after purchasing it. I think it was here within the next few days. So just overall, just a really great experience. Loving this. You can use it with your witchy decks, or yeah, see the cauldron. You can use this however you want to. It's just beautiful. Very beautiful. And let's talk a little bit about what I've been pairing this one up with. Since we're going indie style today, I chose another indie deck. This is the Witch's Grimoire Oracle. I got this one off of Kickstarter, actually. I backed this one. It's by Grounded by the Moon. I'm sure you can get this off of his website or his Etsy shop as well, though. But this one is the Herbology and Garden edition. I know they make some with like crystals, and they have different editions, but this one specifically is about the herbs. And I didn't use this enough, and it's a beautiful deck. It comes with a guidebook and everything, but I just didn't use it enough. And so now that I have this deck, it really just shows me like, or gives me a reason to use my Witch's Grimoire Oracle. So it has that same, you know, rustic feeling, and I really like that. And then it ties in the herbs. And again, they do have the crystal edition as well. So, you know, maybe perhaps you don't prefer to work with the herbs and things like that, but you can get a different version of this too. This is nice. It has the flower at the top. It has the elements and the astrological associations. It has a key phrase at the bottom. It has keywords. I mean, you're pretty much going to get all that you need from your card on here. And then from there, you can just read it intuitively. But I'm liking this. Something about this I'm just really enjoying quite a bit. So that is our indie deck of the day. If you guys are looking to support those independent creators, these are two decks that I definitely recommend. But the little Witchcrafts Oracle is new, you know, it's new to my collection. So I definitely wanted to show that on the channel here today. So if you're interested in this, I'll leave a link in the description box. You guys can pick up the little Witchcrafts Oracle deck by Michelle Peters. It's really a beauty and a treasure. So that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching my video today. Please like, share, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. I will see you in my next video.